Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with us as we explore a really fascinating topic, one that perfectly bridges the gap between high-end landscape architecture and creating truly unforgettable guest experiences. Today, we're looking at how a single, carefully chosen feature can completely elevate a property's prestige. We're talking about the grand, timeless appeal of giant chess sets. But more importantly, we're going to break down the profound difference between choosing a true luxury material versus, well, settling for mass-market synthetics.
It's a crucial question, isn't it? I mean, what does your venue centerpiece actually say about your brand? Think about it for a second. If you manage a world-class resort, a private luxury estate, or maybe an exclusive golf club, every single architectural and landscape choice you make reflects your status. Your guests are highly discerning. They notice the details. They recognize authenticity. So when they step into your meticulously curated garden or courtyard, what impression does your entertainment offering leave them with?
Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, the problem with plastic, hidden costs, and aesthetic damage.
Right off the bat, we have to address the fatal flaw that so many venues make, choosing plastic. The aesthetic compromise is just immediate and, frankly, undeniable. Plastic sets look cheap. They're generic, they're uninspiring, and honestly, they instantly degrade the visual appeal of a high-end property. You spend millions perfectly manicuring a landscape only to place synthetic, factory-molded plastic right in the middle of it. It sticks out like a sore thumb. It creates this jarring, cold impression that completely undermines the grandeur of your luxury setting.
And you know, the problems go way beyond just looks. Plastic degrades over time. Under constant sun exposure, it fades, it cracks, and it becomes brittle due to UV damage. Plus, plastic pieces are incredibly lightweight. The slightest gust of wind just knocks them right over. To fix this, you're forced into the totally annoying task of manually filling them with sand or water. And let me tell you, when that water inevitably leaks, and it will, you're dealing with mold and an absolute maintenance nightmare. On top of all that, it's environmentally harmful and completely lacks the kind of craftsmanship value that wealthy clients expect.
Let's shift gears to Section 2, the teak wood masterpiece, Tectona of Grandis.
So, what's the alternative? Let's step away from the synthetic and introduce the true hero of our explainer. Tectona grandis is the botanical name for Indonesian teak. This is a legendary tropical hardwood globally celebrated for its extraordinary strength and longevity. What makes it incredibly special for luxury settings is that the absolute best, highest-grade wood is sourced from trees that have grown for up to 40 years. This isn't just wood, folks. It is a legacy material.
Just look at the exquisite, natural wood grain of these premium, original Indonesian teak logs. What you're seeing here is the Galih. That's the teak heartwood. This heartwood is absolutely packed with natural oil resins that actively repel water, resist rot, and even withstand termites. Because of these unique organic properties, teak doesn't just survive the harsh outdoor weather. It actually develops a stunning, natural gleam over time. It literally gets better and more beautiful as it ages.
But durability is really only half the story here. Look closely at the intricate detailing on this handcrafted bishop piece. While teak is incredibly solid, it also possesses a natural elasticity. And this elasticity is the secret ingredient that allows master craftsmen on Java Island to hand-carve each individual piece into a highly detailed artistic form. You aren't getting a mass-produced factory mold, you are getting meticulous, high-end Indonesian artisanal craftsmanship.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is we're jumping right into Section 3, teak versus plastic, the ultimate comparison.
Visually, the argument locks in right here. On the left side, you see the hollow, generic look of the white plastic knight and king. They just look lifeless, right? But on the right, the teak pieces, they are warm, they're rich, and they carry this deeply satisfying, grounded weight. You can almost feel the dense, substantial texture just by looking at them. The plastic piece is a toy. The teak piece is a handcrafted work of art.
The contrast is just undeniable. Plastic is a temporary, disposable utility with a cheap, synthetic feel. Teak wood, however, is a lifetime luxury investment. Its solid, dense weight means the pieces stay firmly grounded, even in high winds. No messy sand or water required, ever. And because the global demand for high-quality Indonesian teak is rising while the supply actually takes decades to grow, these sets act as an appreciating collectible. It's an investment in timeless elegance.
Moving right along to Section 4, Landmarks of Luxury, the perfect settings.
So, where do these masterpieces actually belong? Well, in spaces that demand high-return guest experiences.
Imagine a giant teak chess set serving as a majestic architectural centerpiece at a luxury estate. It instantly adds a layer of prestige and organic warmth to manicured lawns. It takes an empty space and transforms it into a sophisticated focal point that draws the eye and practically invites interaction.
Here we have a set elevating the aesthetic of a world-class hotel. Think about the guest experience for a second. People from all over the world naturally gravitate toward the warm, inviting feel of polished, processed wood. It provides a tactile, interactive experience that guests absolutely cherish, turning a simple, casual stroll through your grounds into a truly memorable event.
And this brilliantly illustrates the modern marketing power of these sets. Set against the stunning backdrop of a mountain resort, this teak chessboard becomes a highly Instagrammable spot. Guests are naturally compelled to take photos with these grand, beautiful pieces. And what does that do? It instantly boosts the venue's social media presence and organically markets your property to the entire world.
Let's be clear, these sets are specifically designed for permanent placement in the world's most premium environments. We're talking about luxury hotels, world-class resorts, beautiful public or private gardens, the sun-drenched deck of a luxury cruise ship, high-end shopping malls, sprawling estates, and exclusive golf clubs. These are the venues where teak wood truly belongs, seamlessly blending with top-tier landscaping.
Now, when you are ready to make this luxury investment for your own property, there is only one name you need to know: GiantChess.com. They are the world's leading specialist in handcrafted giant teak chess sets. Operating directly out of Surabaya, Indonesia, they have unmatched global shipping capabilities to deliver these artisanal masterpieces to discerning clients anywhere on the planet, whether you're in the USA, Europe, Australia, you name it.
So don't just add a game, add a landmark of luxury. If you manage a premium property, please do not compromise your aesthetic with plastic. Choose quality. Choose grandeur. Upgrade your venue today with GiantChess.com. Ultimately, you have to ask yourself, when your high-end guests step onto your grounds, will they find a cheap, generic distraction or a timeless landmark of absolute luxury? Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer.